Hi, it's complicated. Just call me Kay. Welcome back to my channel. And also, today is August the 10th. It's a little bit after 12 o'clock. I'm at one of my favorite parks, and it's a lot cooler, still humid. And as you can see, your girl kind of looking a little bit different now. I got my little makeup on or whatever. I didn't run this morning. I just said, you know what, I'm going to take a little break, kind of let my body recuperate a little bit because I'm feeling a little bit sore because I'm a little bit out of shape. So I just said, I'm just going to go ahead and just kind of rest a little bit. But the weather is so great, I might end up running probably this evening, as long as it doesn't rain. We're in monsoon season here in Albuquerque, New Mexico. So who knows? I may not. I'm not sure. But anyways, welcome back to my channel. And as I said in my previous video, or the one previous to that, I'm gonna start talking a little bit more about pop culture and things like that, because it seemed like it's becoming one of folks' favorite videos or topics coming from me, and I tend to have more views on that type of topic. So I'm like, why not? What is my perspective? Okay, and a lot of this may be controversial, but hey, everybody got different opinions, and if different opinions are controversial, so I guess I'm a controversial person. Okay, but I'm gonna try to keep it as respectful as possible. Okay. Let's start with Vice President Kamala Harris. And the question is she black? Is she not black? And I don't know the statistics on as far as people, what they think. Especially in the black community, do most black people think she's black or not? I don't know, but from my opinion, I say she's not black. And the reason why I say that is I'm just going back to the basics from my understanding and looking at other videos, and I might put some information and facts in this video from sources, but I would have to say that she's not black. And her mom, from my understanding, is, I guess they basically have, I'm trying to think of their nationality. I believe they're Indian, and my mom is, the dad is, and it seemed like they don't have any black or African descendants in their family tree, their bloodline. And from my understanding, I may be wrong on this, I'm gonna have to look at the facts, that I guess their family was living in Jamaica, but do not quote me on that. And I would say to the black people that saying that she's black, and they were tearing up Miss Rachel Dolezal on the interwebs, all over social media, I would say y'all might as well give Rachel Dolezal an apology, because based on what I understand about Vice President Kamala Harris, she's not black. I don't think she is dark. And I was listening to somebody's video or commentaries video about I guess Kamala Harris and her ethnicity, and I think her father called her out as far as claiming to be black. But I believe, as far as my understanding, that this is the first time she really said that she was black. I think during her run for presidency back in, I think it was 2020, she basically was saying, if I remember, that she was Asian and black. So I just accepted that, because I didn't really dig into it, and I would say I was fooled because I thought that she was mainly black. But now looking more into it and having a clearer understanding, I'm like, she's not, and last night I was listening to this podcaster. His name is, I think his podcast is Jamal, aka Jamal, and I'm trying to think of the other handle he have, but basically he was responding to a video from The Art of Dialogue, and an interviewer was questioning Judge Joe Brown, and he's a controversial figure, but I think a lot of times he's telling the truth. But sometimes I feel like, as they say, you have to eat the meat and spit out the bones. And I have to give him a little bit of credibility because he, of course, it seems like he's been a judge for a long time, and he seems to have a great understanding of politics. And I don't care what nobody say, to become a judge, you have to have your whole body into politics. You have to scratch some backs, shake some hands, and just read between the lines of what I'm saying. And based on what he said, that she always claimed to be, I guess, Indian or Asian American, and she wasn't claiming black. And a lot of people probably say, yeah, she's black because she has a perm, she got dark skin, she went to an HBCU. But a lot of people don't realize, unfortunately, that a lot of people from different ethnicities, whether they're white or Asian, they go to HBCUs, and a lot of HBCUs, I would say they can stand toe to toe with a lot of these colleges, these PWIs, or primarily white institutions, or they can stand with toe to toe to some of these Ivy League colleges. I mean, when you think about it, a lot of these HBCUs graduate students that end up, going to an Ivy League school to become a lawyer or some type of career that needs a master's degree, or will help them in their career if they have a master's degree. But yeah. And with all that, you would think, oh, and then she dated some black people. I'm like, okay. But, eventually she, married a white man. And I'm just going to say this, if I didn't say it before. I don't care what color you are, to be honest. As long as you have the policies that will help people, you cool with me. And I understand a little bit about politics, and I believe that she's a Democrat, and a major voting bloc is the black woman's vote, and it will make sense for her to say she's black and claim that just to get that vote. But anyways, so it will make a little sense to me. But at the same time, as Kendra Lamar say, why you gotta lie to kick it? You don't have to lie to kick it. Just tell me the policies. But honestly, I'm not sure if I'm gonna vote, to be honest, because in my opinion, I feel like the presidents are nothing but puppets, in my opinion. And I think what matters to me are the local politics in my local community, and also maybe Congress up there, as far as the Senate, as far as the, I guess Congress. And I think that's what matters to me, because those are ones that create the laws and also vote whether or not they want a Supreme Court justice to be a Supreme Court justice, a potential Supreme Court justice to become a Supreme Court justice or not. So those are the ones that matter to me. I feel like I'm my own president, to be honest. I'm like, because honestly, when I look at the presidency, I'm looking like Damn, especially with the Biden administration, they really, it's like I'm looking at these wars right now, and I'm like, I don't agree with them, to be honest. I feel like um I live like I mentioned, I live in Albuquerque, and I'm looking at all of these homeless people, and I'm like, I was shocked because I've lived in huge cities. I lived in like freaking small towns for the past 20 years. And I grew up in Fort Worth, Texas. And then every now and then went to Dallas. I never seen this many homeless people here in Albuquerque, New Mexico. It just blown my mind. It does not make any sense. I'm not sure if I'm a little bit naive because I feel like only places that have this huge crisis is here. And then of course you have some places in California. But I'm like, have my hometown or my home city in Fort Worth, are they going through a homeless crisis? Is Dallas going through a homeless crisis now? I mean, it's really sad. And then of course the economy, the inflation, the crime, whatever. I feel like we should be focusing more on fixing our country. I don't understand. I mean, I'm gonna give you a little story. When I was in the military, and of course I was separated from my ex at this time, and I think I was going through a little bit of postpartum depression as well. I started seeing a psychiatrist. I'm gonna tell you what, this man, obviously you could tell that he wasn't, African American or, African, whatever. But at the same time, he had skin darker than mine. He was really dark skinned. I promise you, if this man wanted to colonize the black community, if you can say, and he could have went to the barber shop. He could have got a fade. He could have dressed a certain way. He probably could have grew a beard in, or hell, these days men are putting fake beards, on their face. He could have passed as a black person. And honestly, from what I understand from I guess that conversation that Judge Joe Brown and I guess the interviewer from The Art of Dialogue, people will do this, and they can pass as a black person, especially when they go into college and you get all these scholarships and stuff. You can, basically, hell, Rachel Dolezal did. So why should I not believe him, when he say any other people will do it? Hell, college is high. I'm like, yeah, get your, do what you gotta do, I guess. But I don't condone, fraud, anything illegal. But he mentioned that people that's, they are not, I would say, African American, look like me or look like an African American man, whatever, they don't have no, it's kind of hard to say this because when I really think about it, it's like race is a social construct anyway. So it's like this person here probably can be, I would say this Indian, Hindu, whoever person can be claim African American as much as Elon Musk can claim African American because he's from Africa. But that's another conversation. But anyways, let's just say this Middle Eastern person, Indian person, whoever, want to go to HBCU and they want a certain scholarship, or they don't even have to go to HBCU. They can go to a PWI, but they like, look, I can get certain scholarships or whatever. I can get certain grants. So I'm gonna claim that I'm black on this application. I'm gonna search out for grants and stuff for that's, I guess, tended for African Americans, but hey, I look like African American. You know, I can cut me a fade, or I can straighten my hair and style it like a permit, you know, like I'm an African American woman, you know, and make myself look like I guess black. I'm literally black passing, and try to get a scholarship or a grant or whatever, get some help. And I'm not knocking them or whatever, you know, this and that and the other. I don't have neither here or there. I don't have anything to say whether it's right or wrong or whatever. That's their business. I don't give a damn. But I'm just trying to make a point here that they can basically black pass, and I believe that Kamala Harris see an advantage of doing that just to get more votes. And I mean, she got the rap going on, you know, and you know, got her hair straightened, and you know, she looked like a African American in my opinion. I would never guess that she was like she didn't have any black ancestry. I would never guess that she didn't. But based on my definition of blackness, she's not black. And then I used some little forethought into this, and I'm like, okay, there are a lot of black people that want reparations. And honestly, if we get reparations, great, but I'm not gonna hold my breath waiting for reparations. And to me, I feel like how should I put it? We can't claim everybody as black people. In a sense, we got to gatekeep it a little bit, because this is our ancestry. This is our, oh my goodness, I'm kind of shaking a little bit. This is our ancestry. This is our people. This is our culture. And I noticed that a lot of people want to claim everybody is black. And I'm just going to give you a little background. I'm from Texas in the South, and whenever we recognize the person that was biracial, I don't ever remember myself or any others calling them black. We always said they were mixed. Like, oh, she's mixed. Oh, he's mixed. I ain't never called a mixed person black. Hell, it took me years. I think I was in, like, for example, I became a fan of Mariah Carey. I would say around the age of 10 or what, 10, 11, 12, something like that. And it took me a few years to realize that Mariah Carey was biracial. And then when I learned that she was biracial, I think I was in 9th grade, like 14 years old, I believe. I didn't say she was black. I said that she was mixed. You know, because in my opinion, she was just mixed. I didn't think about the mom, the dad, and all this other stuff. I didn't go too deep into all that. I just like, well, she's mixed. I don't think biracial was in the vocabulary at the time. Not saying that's wrong or right. It just, I was a teen. I was a kid. I was a teen. Even in my young adulthood, if there was a biracial person, I normally call them mixed. I guess it's a Southern thing. I'm not sure if that's everywhere else. You can comment on that. But I will say recently, I'm not sure how far, I just started noticing, I would say starting maybe 10 years ago, or maybe most recent, that, let me see, yeah, that we started calling, I just thought, and I ain't gonna say we, I started noticing people calling biracial people, mixed people, black. And even during that controversy, I can't talk, I basically said, no, I don't think they mixed. They're mixed to me. Not saying that I excluding them. I'm just, hey, to me, 1 + 1 is 2, you know? So that's kind of how I thought of it. That simple. So, yeah, so that's my opinion. If we including everybody, and I don't know that girl's name, I think Tyla from South Africa. I think she's from South Africa, whatever. It was such a big controversy that she's black. And from my understanding, the girl wasn't really admitting that she's black. to me, that's an American thing, whether you're black or white. Other countries, they like you color, you white, you this, you that, you it's no such thing as black or white in other countries. That's an American thing. And people were like mad, like it's like you're trying to force this girl to basically forego all the things that she learned, that she grew up with, part of her culture, and now she's famous. Now it's like, no, we're gonna tell you who you are. And to me, it's kind of arrogant in a sense. I was like, dude, just respect the girl. If you like her music, you like her music. If you don't, you don't. That's how simple it is to me. And it's just crazy to me. And then going back to what I was going to mention about the case of reparations, if black people are saying they want reparations, and now you was accepting everybody as black, would you think that if America, like say next year, oh, guess what? We approve reparations. It's like, hell, anybody can get reparations. You know what I'm saying? Tyler can get reparations. Mariah Carey can get reparations. Anybody who, hell, if Black Passing could get, you know, I mean, that's the best way I can explain it, you know. And it's like, and then we really can't, as black people, we really can't be mad if any and everybody start getting reparations, because you can't have it both ways. You gotta be firm in a stance. It's either, hey, this is the line in the sand. On this side, we're gonna consider these people black because of this and this and this and this. If you don't have any of these characteristics or nothing, you know, you didn't experience this, or your grandmom or your mom didn't experience this, that is like our litmus test, I put it that way, then you are not black. However, for example, if we're accepting everybody as black, then Kamala Harris, who, from my understanding, doesn't have black ancestry, even, I guess her dad or both parents said, no, she's not black. She's not African American. Then, according to black definition in American, according to black American definition of who's black, she will be qualified because we're claiming that she's black. I mean, we can't have it both ways, you know, and we just can't have it both ways. And we got to be proud of our culture. I'm proud of being a black person. I mean, we came a long way, you know, and honestly, I believe as black people, we are as smart as anybody else. We are very creative, you know, this, that, and the other. And we ought to be proud of that. We shouldn't be like, because this person have black features and they're famous or well-known or they wealthy, come on in, you know, because we're trying to prove something to other people. That's just my opinion. I feel like, hey, I feel like Vice President Kamala Harris shouldn't even have to say she's black in order to get the black vote. We ought to be like, you know what, yeah, we are black. That's our, you know, that's who we are. We are who we are, you know. And I don't vote for nobody just because they're black. Give me the policies. What will help me and my family? That's it, and that's that. It's not about, I don't care. I'm not trying to vote any old bozo in, whether they're white, black, come from Latin descent, Asian descent, indigenous descent. I don't care. Like they say, show me the money. You can talk the talk. You can talk a good game, but show me the money. Show me the money. Give me that money. Let me put that money in my pocket and let me go. That's how I look at it. That's how I look at it. I don't care if you're flashing a whole bunch of money in my face. Okay, what that gonna do for me? What is that gonna do for me? Put that money in my pocket and now we can talk, you know. So I hope that didn't sound like I hope this does not sound like a big rambling or whatever, but that is my definition or my opinion of this Kamala Harris, whether she's black. Are you black or white? Okay. What else can I talk about that's going on? I know that was the main thing this week. And I don't want to make this video too long, but this video is getting very long, so I'm going to go ahead and pause it there, try to make it less than 30 minutes. But I will talk about some of the topics. There are a lot of good topics that's, you know, what's that girl name? Krishan and Blueface are going to prison, or I think they're going to prison. I gotta read more about that. Or I'm gonna just say they facing that prison time. What else? The sad story about, or the sad situation about, I don't want to sound like I'm being disrespectful. Sonya Massey. I wanted to try to make sure I get her first and last name. The case on Sonya Massey, and to me, my opinion on that is more spiritual than it is just cops killing a black woman. I got a lot of spiritual points that I want to make about that one, and you know, that's pretty much some of my opinion. Forgive me if I look a little sleepy. I can't even see myself on camera right now. I'm trying to do something different to make more quality videos, and honestly, I want to do more editing and make my videos more interesting. But I have a laptop I have a MacBook, and I cannot do editing on that MacBook. I cannot use any other editing except CapCut on, you know, my MacBook. And my MacBook is, I think I bought it in early 2019, and it's still going strong. But for content, and like right now I'm making YouTube content, and right now I'm doing online reselling, and it takes a lot of editing, photos, and I think with all that, I don't have enough storage or something. So I will have to get a new either MacBook or iMac, because those are my favorite computer, my favorite brand. I'm sorry, it's a long story behind that. Ever since I switched from PC to MacBook Pros since 2011 or 12, I haven't had any issues at all. So Apple is not sponsoring me. I'm starting to sweat. I'm like, ooh. I'm looking cute right now. I don't want to miss my makeup. I'm not wearing a lot of makeup. I'm just wearing like a really light foundation. It's not even called a foundation. It's called a serum from Tula. And it has, you know, sunscreen in it. I think SPF 30 sunscreen. And it's like a really light, quote unquote, foundation, but it's mainly a serum, lipstick on, and mascara, and that's pretty much it. So that was enough for me today. But anyways, if you like my content, please subscribe. I know people are watching this content. I'm gonna shame you. Please help your girl out. Subscribe. If you like my content, subscribe. If you like it, please hit that thumbs up. Support your girl. Don't gatekeep. Don't be like that. Hit the thumbs up. Hell, to help the algorithms. If you even want to go ahead and put the thumbs down, put the thumbs down. You're still helping your girl out. If you have commentary about what I'm saying, please comment. I'm not gonna bite. If you have a topic that you want me to talk about, please, I know I kind of have a little sarcasm right now, but please mention it. Don't be shy. I used to be very shy also, for different reasons. I'm not that no more. So if you're a little shy, I'm just letting you know I used to be shy also. So I'm not going to harm you. So go ahead and comment. I appreciate that. I appreciate my supporters. So, and also, oops. Oh my goodness. Yes, it is getting hot out here. So, yeah. So, and if you want to support me even more, go to my stores, Macari and Poshmark, Fashion Euphoria. Got a lot of nice items. And if you think the price is too high, give me a reasonable offer. I'm Fashion Euphoria 2 on eBay. Fashion.euphoria 2 on eBay. And yes, so thank you for watching me, and I will see you next time.